some people want to be fully involved, but some people just want to know. For this instance, I'm interested in stop and search, or I'm interested in how the police act on their intelligence, how they allocate resources as a consequence of that. That's the aspect that I'm interested in.
I feel like hearing young people's voices, like Jasmine said, as frequently as possible is going to help. It's going to help make a change, because the more often that you're getting voices and opinions, then you're having more ideas on how to change and how to improve policing.
I watched my son, he was 13, and it was the first time he had to stop and search, and he come home like really upset. Mum, 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 mum. I said, son, welcome to it. It's not going to be your first, it's not going to be your last. But I tell you what he knew what to do, is to ask that police officer for his number and tell that police officer that, you know what, I didn't do nothing. And then we went to the stop and search with Andy Burney, and he stood up, told Andy Burney, this is what happened to me. And then we got this thing. So again, showing him how to deal with it, because they're too reactive.
We need to break that barrier. We need to be more approachable. And I totally support all your suggestions. Honestly, officers need to be more engaging with the youth in the community, and not just uniform officers. We need to look for officers from different departments, CID, child protection, CSI, and everyone like that needs to get involved, not just all police officers in uniform.
Question number 2, go for it. Thanks, facilitators. Thanks.
Then you will know that that child's got health issues. Maybe there's been bullying as a result of those health issues. That child's got mental health, physical needs. The parents aren't working. The dad's not there, or the dad's there but it's not a healthy home environment. So you need to build a picture of those vulnerable children in order to cater to those needs. And if those needs are met and the child feels safe to share, then they might feel better opening up when they see police and things like that. So I think it's about having that holistic approach and the police being part of that.
If that performance was made part of their everyday training, they would have a very depth understanding of where we're from, what we're about, and where we're at.
Our ideas was that police, when the calls were seen, a lot of police officers immediately jump to conclusions, and that is where the problem is, because then it's members of the black community that become victims then.
Collaborative approach to crime reduction. Everyone must play a part that is of importance. So this comes with housing groups, police, church leaders, youth leaders, and the young people themselves, and a consistent framework that involves the young people. If this is done consistently and along there improvements can be made, crime reduction will eventually reduce.
Strong engage, whereby a panel will sit down and be able to refer that young person who maybe has been stopped, caught with a knife, going to school, does not actually use a knife, but ultimately stop that person from committing a crime before it has occurred. So having already started as a pilot in the South District, for example, there's 70 people who have been referred to that engagement process, and in the last 12 months there have been no re-offenders.
Education, police, community leaders, faith groups, the list goes on. So we want more resources to engage so that we can support those young people that are on the cuff, as well as those that have been through their lives, but let's get in the resources for them. As well as we want to set up a parent network, support group. A lot of parents, they're going through different situations, and they can support each other, and then, like we said on our table, it takes a village to raise a child. It's not just about young people doing all their stuff. We need parents, we need our elders, we need community leaders to come on board. So that's our
People that don't treat all young people the same, they're not all criminals, and when we actually speak to them, use the correct narrative that they understand. So rather than accusing them, treat them as an individual and deal with them that way. That's what our group came up with.
As we did last time, if you have a look at those and vote for the idea that you think we should be working on.
The police could easily work with youth providers, the Powerhouse, Chemo and others to set up a young people's lived experience group.
It's not just about police officers, we've got lots of other roles. People think that the police are just about the police officers going around arresting people. but we've got people in the control rooms, we've got people doing IT, admin, HR, marketing, legal department. There are lots of different roles. So joining the police doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to put a uniform on and go out and stop and search someone. There's lots of different roles in the police.
People from the youth, so this is the third one. Yeah? Very good. Well done.